There's nothing I haven't really got, to be fair. Someone's put my spanner in the wrong way round. If you've got good tools, you can do a good job, in my opinion. My name's Dave and I'm an addict. It all started working on a series in my dad's shed. I followed my dream and joined the Marines, serving in Afghanistan. These tools were always part of me. Now here I am, building custom machines with my awesome team of makers, just to get my fix. Snap-on consumes me. So I am obsessed with Snap-on, unfortunately. It does become an obsession. I'm sure that I'm not the only one out there. And the big bugbear is when you lose a 10mm or a 13mm, or the issue I've got here is I've probably got 4 boxes next door and I've got 4 boxes in here and someone loses one, or they put it in the wrong box. So we find 10mm missing out of here and we'll find it in that box over there. That's what's frustrating. Someone's put my spanner in the wrong way round. So these are the very thin spanners, have you noticed down there? So these are for getting in thin places. This one here is what Ed had used to undo absolutely anything. It's a bit like it, adjustable. So you have medium spanners for medium jobs. And we have little dinky spanners. I like these ones because they don't snap things. So if I'm working on a motorbike or something delicate, I use these. And if you need the extra leverage, they normally send me in, or something like this. We've got some floppy spanners. I call them the Edward spanners because they remind me of him. We've got some, they call these T-handled sockets, handy for spinning things. Normally you see usually on bikes and things. We've got T-handled torque bits. There's nothing I haven't really got, to be fair. If you want something really fiddly, these are normally found on ECUs, minute torques. So what I love about Snap-on is everything has its place and everything has its location. As you see here, we've even had the numbers etched into the foam. So the numbers match the pliers. Obsession overload, but it's right.
I can't help but notice, I'm here every week, Dave,
yep.
And there must be, what, 8, 10, 12 big Snap-on toolboxes
in this
garage?
We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So there's 10 Snap-on toolboxes in this garage.
I used to buy one, what was it, every 6 months?
11.
6 months? Yeah. So Johnny, our local Snap-on man, he would turn up and he'd just have a nice shiny one on, I think. I haven't got that one, so, but now I've gone into the brand, well, I kind of want them all the same colour. So they will be getting phased out, and I do love this colour. This is in my brand guidelines, so Mark will be very happy, my brand builder. Oh, look at them there, don't forget them T-handles. They're beautiful. So I saw these in a bike shop and fell in love with them. And Part Tools, I used to think they made naff bike tools, but when I saw this, I fell in love with them, so I had to have them. So if you've got good tools, you can do a good job, in my opinion.
So what's this, Dave?
So this engineer is a BMW B58, straight 6 petrol. So we wanted to introduce something to the market. Everyone's doing 2.3 EcoBoost. We wanted to be different, as usual. So we introduced the straight 6 B58. We're going to put this to an MT82 manual gearbox. So it will be a great engine to replace your Puma engines when they go faulty. And just look at it, it's compact and it's neat. And we've designed this. This is a sports cat, high flow sports cat. So it's economically friendly and also good for the environment, which is a big, important thing in this modern world. So it will be ULEZ compliant, and it will also be very fast.
Yeah, that's good.
Bit of snake.
Bit of snee, eh?
Bit of snake.
Just make you feel at home, Tom.
A little bit.
Hi guys, so today it's a bit noisy in here, but I'm going to talk you through what's going on in the workshop. What you see here was a 2.2 130 and it's now having a Cummins, which is this here. So that mighty 5.9, it did have a 2.2 Puma and he's now having that. The customer of mine, Adam, is a Land Rover nut and he wants us to transform this 130 commercial into a Cummins, because he's sick and tired of Pumas going wrong. I think he's had injector issues, fuel pump issues. The last one was, I think it was a fuel rail pressure sensor, so he wants rid of all the electrics. Fully manual engine, non-electric. You know what you're doing, Mike? We've got a coal mine in here putting stickers on cables. So what he wants is this to be an on-site support vehicle. So the other side he's actually built a box for drying his wellies out, like a pre-welly warmer. So how cool is that when you're on site? You can get toasty feet. Yep. So what he wants here, he's got, basically that's a diesel heater. This is a 240 inverter, and he wants onboard air as well. So we're gonna give him a tank so he can basically blow tires up, clean things off with airlines. He's got a device there for washing his hands, so he's got hot water on tap. It's gonna be a really cool truck, really. We've never done one like this before, but it's gonna be a really good asset on a construction site, effectively. Yep. So this vehicle, as you remember from the earlier episodes, was actually accident damaged. All the rear corner was wiped out. A lorry took Simon and his trailer out, unfortunately. So what we're doing now is Simon's paid me some extra money after the insurance to give him some little upgrades while it's with us. So if you come around here, I've got Antony here today from Ridez Vibes, and he's installing a Halo head unit. I'll let him talk you through it.
So what we're doing here is taking out the old single DIN Alpine head unit, single CD player, and majorly upgrading him with the Halo system. So this is, as you can see, what we're going to do as well is relocate the switches, because what will happen is the Halo will cover the top row of switches, including the hazard switch. So we're going to put a blank in there with the switch blanks in there as well. And eventually, at some point later, that will sit in there, and that's going to look really nice. CarPlay, Android Auto. Yeah, it's a major upgrade, this is.
Michael, stop again.
Coming through that door there.
what's happening with this Land Rover, Nicky?
Just loads of water corrosion. So we're chopping out the parts we don't need and putting in new bits. Just good for many more miles.
Sweet. So this is it steel or aluminium?
Aluminium.
Yeah.
It's just from the water getting in between the layers, it corrodes it. See where it's going all white, just eating away at the aluminium.
Then how long, well, I mean, hopefully this will last forever, the fix, but realistically, how long do you reckon this might?
It'll last
That's the
long.
last.
It would last longer than it has already. It'll be better than it was.
This is part of the Land Rover you're not really seeing day to day, so
No.
you have no idea what's happening here.
No.
Which part is this?
This is the bottom of the door, like bolts onto the chassis. It's pretty knackered, so we've got to put a whole new one in again. That's better than new. Once it's painted, you never tell. You see how on the back there, how much is pitted and corroded. Just with the water being in between the chassis and that.
Oh, vibrates.
It does vibrate.
Hell.
Just a little.
I've never known it vibrate.
You put it in the wrong place then. If you
What do you
vibrate.
mean it vibrates?
What have you been doing on this vehicle today?
Today we've been doing the aircon system. This is a truck that we've previously converted to a 330D conversion, M57. And it went away without aircon before, and now we've reinstated it with air conditioning. Taking a bit of figuring out, getting all the hoses run and the clearances from the turbo to the pump. What we've got there, it's all on. We've got a new aircon machine now, so it's been vacuum tested, so there's no leaks. And yeah, no, it's all going good. What have you done, Louis, then? You CVs and other bits, haven't you?
Yeah, got new diffs, new front CVs. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it all oils have been changed and everything, haven't they?
Yeah, we changed changed the oil.
Yeah. Schwepco, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Is there anything else left to do on it?
Don't think. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I think it's getting a new wiring loom. I think for the engine, so that some of the stuff in the dashboard and other bits work as they would have done. Yeah, no, just making it so that it's as up to date as possible, and everything that can be done with it using the factory stuff still works. So on this particular one, the main issue was, on previous builds we've done, the turbo's slightly different and the outlet's slightly higher. On this one, the outlet was basically pointing right in the back of the aircon pump, because this is a Land Rover air conditioning pump that we retrofit to the BMW block using our billet spacer here. But the outlet of the turbo was going right into the back of the pump. The standard fittings that come off the back of the pump were going into the inside of the outlet of the turbo. So yeah, this morning and yesterday, the main thing with this was figuring out how we were going to get all the charge pipes around the air conditioning pump, and not only that, but get the lines coming in and out of the pump. So I've had to recess some little bends into the standard block that comes on the Land Rover, and we put some jig fittings on them, because we use jig fittings for a lot of stuff in here, because they're nice, they seal well, and they're good at holding pressure, and they just look nice without braided hoses. And yeah, no, it's been rerouted now, so all charge pipes go into intercooler. All of the lines coming off the aircon pump all go where they should do and flow nicely. So yeah, was initially a massive nightmare, but we've sorted it. Stick with me, you won't be far wrong.
Is that your favourite word?
I love it, mate.
What are you laughing at, Louis?
Stick with me.
It's
It
true.
won't go wrong.
You what? Well, we haven't gone wrong yet.
Stick with Mahker, I think we should all be saying.
Put a brand new hood in today.
What, you've got a brand new one?
Brand new for the machine.
Washer machine.
Bang! What are you doing there, lad?
Pressure testing.
Any holes?
Yeah, there's one little hole in this corner, but other than that, we're all right. Just yeah, tack that up, and then I think it'd be sealed. Leave it overnight. Check there's some pressure in it in the morning. I think we're fairly safe to say it's not going to leak.
What's
just-
that actually?
No, it's there. You can see it. It's that gap there at the end where it's not lapped over.
Right, so the reason why we're doing this is this tank is actually going into Project Mambo, which is an LT1 110 that we converted for a customer called Tom, and it's a big old tank. This is the 150 litre option for those of you that don't know, and Tom's just doing a little process. So what he's doing is filling the tank full of pressure. He's made a bit of a device here and used a raised valve off a tyre. So nice, easy fix, guys. So if you've got something leaking, pop a tyre valve into something, pressurise it. We've probably put, how much PSI you put in?
Like 10 or something,
Yeah.
not very many, but I mean, if you take the bottom out of there, it's enough.
And obviously we're now, because the size of this doesn't fit in the current bath that we use for testing radiators and things, so we're going to upgrade to a cow trough next week and treat the lads so in the summer they can get in it as well. It'll be a good laugh. But anyway, so this is what we're doing. We normally spray some soapy water on it, see if there's any leaks. It's too late when this is full of petrol and it's dripping on the floor. It's kind of embarrassing. So this is a preventative measure. We're going to do this, and then tomorrow it's off to the powder coaters.
So, Ant, how are we doing with this switchover?
Yep, so we're pretty much more than halfway through now. As you can see, we've got the panel which is situated just to the right of the radio. Reason for that is because there's going to be 5 switches that the face of the halo will cover up, so you wouldn't be able to get to them. So these are now moved on to that part there. What's really cool to notice as well, I could do with getting a light really, but the switches have been extended out, the wires to the switches have been extended out, so you can't, normally when people do these they just stretch the cables across, but not here, we don't do it like that. So all the cables are nice and neat, they've extended out, they go over the top of the heater ducting, so when the radio goes in there it doesn't catch, or there's no danger of anything arcing out or sparking. So it's but yeah, I'm starting to upgrade the speakers as well. We've got the Audison tweeters there, so they'll pop in there and they'll replace the original tweeters. I'm going to put some Audison speakers into there as well. Normally on this system as well, what we do is we add one into the seat boxes as well. Put a 6.5 inch mid in there, and that makes a massive difference as well. That really does. In fact, the 3-way system in these, just running off the head unit, it's a really good upgrade, just without any amplification. Do a lot of these.
Would you like some inspiration? Of course you want some inspiration.
Didn't tell me, did you?
This 90 has taken a dramatic let's say, term for the better. So last week we decided to get it up in the air and start prepping the bottom. And I looked and I thought, oh my God, every single mating face was crusty. You'll see in the photos now. So seat box was rotten. The bottom of the mating, this here, was all corroded. Basically here, you're seeing these clips where Nicky's had to fabricate the tub. They were rotten. This was rotten here. I almost wanted to say to Matt that owns this car, let's just scrap it and let's start again. But these 90s are getting so rare and they're getting so expensive. So we decided to recycle, yeah? We're all for saving the planet here at Mahker. So we decided to, we've welded in a piece here at the back. You know, it's a lot more work and it's a lot more expense, but we're reusing old parts and making them new again and making them good. So Bruno, my apprentice, has been busy today, wire brushing under here. It's a crap job, but he's done it. And now, you notice under here, this has been treated with Tuff Coat. This will now last another 10, 20 years, which is exactly what we want from this Land Rover. So if your Land Rover is looking crusty, looking a bit tired, bring it to us and we can, you know, we can renew it. We can make it look nice again. Get rid of that horrible aluminium corrosion and make it look great. Anyway, I best show you guys my new addition. So I have also an addiction for watches. This is my new IWC and I love it. I saw it in the shop. I actually traded in a couple of watches and I thought I have to treat myself to this new watch. But anyway, it's getting to that time then. We best go home, otherwise Tig will be in the dog. I'll see you soon. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please subscribe, please like, and tell all your friends and share it worldwide. Thanks again. Bye-bye.